5 things that are common in the US but don't exist in Germany. I'm excited to jump into this, see what kind of common things are in America that you don't get in like Europe and stuff. I'm gonna have my British perspective on it, see if we get the things over here or not. Before we do jump into this, like 80% of you guys that are watching are not subscribed to the channel. If you guys are one of those 80%, I appreciate if you guys can hit that subscribe button down below. But yeah, let's jump into this and see what we got.
I'm currently going back and forth between the US and Germany quite a lot, and these 5 things are totally common for me whenever I'm here in the US, but don't exist in Germany.
Right. It's gonna be interesting to see if we got them in the UK.
Hello, servus, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Feli. I'm originally from Munich, Germany, but I've been living here in Cincinnati, Ohio, on and off since 2016. Now, I just came back from Germany in October, and while I was there, I made this video where I talked about 5 essential everyday things at my parents' house in Munich that are totally common in Germany, but that I never see in the US.
I actually remember that video. It was actually a really good video. I swear there was like some massive foot thing where you like take off your shoe. Oh, it was so... I've never seen anything like it in my life.
So today I want to talk about 5 things that are common here in the US that aren't really a thing in Germany.
Right.
Number 1 is air conditioning. Now, of course, the technology of air conditioning does exist in Germany, and you can buy air conditioning units in Germany, but having AC in your home is very uncommon. Whereas here in the US, I'd say it's pretty standard. Most houses...
Yeah, I think what it is, like the same goes with the UK, right? When it comes to aircon, is our houses and buildings, well, like public areas will be, but our houses and stuff aren't like, they're not built with ACs, right? So you would have to get it installed yourself, which costs quite a bit of money. So like, yeah, when I move into my new house, or I'm saying like I planned it, I haven't planned it, but when I move into a home that I've purchased, I definitely will get AC installed, just because summers are unbearable. But yeah, it's just, it's not standard.
This will have what's called a central HVAC system. HVAC stands for heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. So you'll have air ducts going through the entire house, Luftschächte in German, with an opening vent in every room usually. Sometimes they're at the floor, like right here.
Wait,
sometimes they're in the wall, or even in the ceiling in some cases. They're at the floor, like right here.
Wait, you have like a... This is the floor of the house. What? What if you like get your toe stuck in it and fall over? Like, bro, no way. Oh, I've still got a bit of a cough, so like every time I laugh, you will hear like a croaky like noise coming from my throat. Just excuse it. Just ignore me.
Here, sometimes they're in the wall or even in the ceiling in some cases. And this system is used for both heating and cooling.
Oh, that would be good.
In the winter, the air will typically get heated up with a furnace in the basement before it gets blown into the air ducts. In the summer, the air will get cooled by an AC unit that usually sits outside like ours. Ours also comes with a free outdoor cat. Her name's Bella. Houses from the 1960s, 70s, and later were usually built with these systems, but in many older homes like ours...
Wait, this is in America. This is a America home. I've never seen those things on the floor.
The HVAC system had to be added later, like it happened in our case. Or instead, many people use portable AC units like this one or these window units. You'll actually see these in a lot of windows in the US, especially in areas with lots of old buildings or low income areas.
I wonder how much they cost.
Those houses then often have radiators for heating, which is also how we heat our homes in Germany. In total, over 90% of American households have some type of air conditioning, and it's also standard in commercial buildings and businesses, including grocery stores and even schools. In Germany, on the other hand, only 30% have any type of AC at home. And even in commercial buildings, it's not something you can really expect.
You know what? I wonder what the percentage in the UK. I bet you any money is less than 13%.
Buildings often do have AC, older buildings not so much. Grocery stores in Germany usually only cool the fridges and not the entire stores. And when it comes to AC in schools, knowing Germany, those will be the very last places to ever get AC. I mean, they also still use overhead projectors. I think the only place where AC is truly common in Germany is in cars. Reasons...
You know what? You can't fault the overhead projector. Wait, what projectors do you use in America? Wait. Oh, wait, no, I'm tripping. Because in the UK, yeah. So when I was in primary school, overhead projectors was a thing, and then it was like the roof projectors. Do you know what I'm on about? That would go on the whiteboard. They made it from the ground to the roof. Upgrades.
For this difference are, of course, the different climates. Large parts of the US get extremely hot temperatures, while summers in Germany are a lot milder. But I also think that construction styles and insulation play a role here. To break it down, this is what it looks like when a house is being built in the US typically, while this is what you'll see in Germany.
Yeah, true. So yeah, this is the same with UK. UK homes are brick. Bro, it actually blows my mind that most American homes... Is it most American homes are made from wood?
When a house is being built in the US typically, well, this is what you'll see in Germany. Lots of brick and concrete, which on hot days usually keeps the heat out a little bit better than American homes do. And those window units don't even really work with German windows, unfortunately, even though more and more Germans are getting a portable AC unit like this one. And speaking of windows...
You know what? I should actually just get a portable one. I don't know why I don't just get a portable one. It can't be that much, surely.
Number 2 on my list is window screens. Most windows in the US are slide windows, but once you've opened up the actual window part, there's usually a second layer with a bug screen. I think the purpose of...
You know what? I need this installed. I actually need this installed. Surely, like, this is easy, right? You can get it from, like, Amazon. You just, like, screw it in, right? Surely. Because, bro, listen, you know when it's the summer and you want to open up your window, but you're like, oh, I don't want spiders to come in, flies, whatnot. These are the things I have to worry about being being from the UK. You guys in America will be worrying about 20 times more dangerous animals. But listen, they're annoying, man. Flies and spiders, they're annoying.
This is self-explanatory. It's to keep all of the insects from coming into your home when you open the window. What's cool is that you can slide these open too if you want to, or even take them out altogether. They're also great when you have indoor cats that like to sit by the window, like ours, because you can open the window for them without having to worry that they climb outside. Now, of course, the concept of bug screens exists in Germany, but most windows in Germany don't come with a pre-installed bug screen like this one, which is very shocking to many Americans when they travel to Europe for the first time.
I've never seen one of them.
My parents actually did install screens in front of some of our windows when I was little, but they were permanently stapled to the window frame, so it wasn't quite as practical as this. When you look for it, though, you'll see that there are, in fact, more professional solutions for bug screens that work with German windows, but I personally have never seen any of those used in real life in Germany. Not quite sure why, to be honest.
Yeah, I can't lie. I don't know if this is crazy to you guys, but in the UK, I've never seen a bug screen, ever.
Because even though, of course, we don't have as many insects as people in Florida do, for example, we still have enough for this to be worth a shot. Next up, we have something that many American households have in their kitchens, in their sink to be more exact. Now, we don't actually have one, but I figured I'll just stand next to the sink anyway for effect, because it's
the thingy thing. You know, where you put the food in and it... Yeah, it swallows it all. Bro, listen, I don't know if it's... I know it's possible to get them in the UK, but it's just very rare. I don't know how you'd go about getting one, but I really want one. It just seems so, like, it would just make your life so easy, right? Just putting your plate there and just scraping all the food in the sink, and it just swallows it. Mate, that would be so, like, nice. Can you put anything in it? So, like, chicken bones and stuff? Or no? Could you actually put chicken bones in? I actually don't know. Could you?
3 is, drumroll, a garbage disposal. I had never seen those before I moved to the US, and I thought they were absolutely genius when I first saw them. Even though
when I say I've only ever seen one in the UK, I bet most people in the UK never even seen one. The only reason why I seen one in the UK, it was a very expensive house. So, yeah. And I went into the kitchen and I was like, whoa. Like, the kitchen was it was insane. It was actually insane. Like a proper, like, modern, brand new kitchen. And it had one of them. And I was like, what is this? I never knew what it was, man.
Well, I've since heard that there are also many reasons that kind of speak against them. But first, what even is a garbage disposal? It's basically a shredder that's built into the sink drain to shred things like food leftovers so that they don't clog the drain and can be conveniently flushed down with the water.
Oh, wait, I've never seen like how it exactly works. Oh.
shredder
Oh.
that's built into the sink drain to shred things like food leftovers so that they don't clog the drain and can be conveniently flushed down with the water. There's usually a switch next to the sink, like a light switch.
Yeah, you probably can't put bones in there then, like chicken bones. You probably couldn't do
that turns the garbage disposal on and off. It's super important to never ever stick your fingers in there, by the way.
I'm looking forward to learning.
Of course.
You will get your arm out of there before Lily gets to the garbage disposal switch.
Now, even though we don't have a garbage disposal...
oh my god, that'd be horrible, bro. Yo, imagine your arms... Oh!
In this house, I did have one in a few of the places that I lived in before, which actually kind of lines up with the official statistic that says that about 50%, so half of American households, do have a garbage disposal.
Okay.
Meanwhile, in Germany, they're actually illegal in most municipalities.
They're illegal?
And they're very uncommon in most other countries of the world too. Now, there's a whole debate about whether or not flushing shredded food leftovers down the sink drain is bad for the environment and for the plumbing. However, I'm not an expert on that, so we're not gonna get into that here.
Yeah, I wonder what the UK laws are. Well, like, obviously they're legal in the UK because that kitchen that I'm on about had one. Unless they did it illegally. They want one that badly. I don't know, bro.
I just wanted to bring up that there is a debate, but either way, what's for sure is that it's very convenient. And we're staying in the kitchen because one item that's very common in the US, especially here in the Midwest, and that many Americans desperately miss when they move abroad, is this. Ranch.
Oh, ranch.
Yep, you heard right, Americans. Ranch is not a thing in the rest of the world.
You know what? I'm gonna do it very... Where is it? It's not here. I'm gonna do it very soon. One of you guys actually did send me this ranch right here. And I'm gonna try it in a video very soon. I actually can't wait. I really can't wait to try it. I think I'm gonna like it a lot, but we'll see.
Even in the UK, which in a lot of cases is a little more similar to American culture, it's not something that you'll find on restaurant menus or in people's fridges. And I've really never come across this in any country other than the US and Canada. Now, those of you not from the US are probably wondering, why is she holding a bottle of yogurt dressing in the camera? Well, it is in fact a type of salad dressing, even though it doesn't really have that.
Did she just say yogurt dressing? Huh?
Those of you not from the US are probably wondering, why is she holding a bottle of yogurt dressing in the camera?
Yogurt, huh?
It is in fact a type of salad dressing, even though it doesn't really have that slightly sour taste of yogurt that you might expect. It actually took me a while to get used to the flavor when I first came here because my brain didn't really know which category to place this in. But don't worry, I've since come to love and appreciate it. It's made from buttermilk, mayonnaise, onion, mustard, herbs, and a few other ingredients. And it's not only the most popular salad dressing in the US, it's also commonly used as a dip for things like chicken wings, veggies, and even pizza. Most American pizza places give you a selection of dips with your pizza, but it's all...
You know, I actually can't wait. What should I try for my first like taste of ranch? What should I try? Actually, that would be good. I'll definitely read the comments on the ranch part of this. Let me know in the comments right now. When I do the video, what should I try with my ranch? Like, what is the best food item to taste the ranch?
Also just become a flavor in the US. So there are ranch flavored chips, for example. There's ranch flavored sour cream, and there's even...
Yeah, I've actually already tried ranch flavor Pringles. There was actually my favorite Pringles out of all the flavors I had. I had pizza flavor. Where are they? I had pizza flavor, scorching, sour cream, and ranch. And ranch was by far my favorite. It was actually really nice.
Ranch flavored seasoning in powder form that people put in all kinds of things like marinade, chili, or even on popcorn. That's a whole other culture shock, by the way. Now, I'm sure that if you look for it, you can buy ranch in certain stores in Germany, and some American themed restaurants might have it too, but it's not a common thing, and most Germans have never heard of this, let alone tried it. So if you ask for ranch dressing at a German restaurant, they'll probably have no clue what you're talking about.
Yeah, you were getting it.
Okay, we moved into the car because the last point on my list has to do with driving, particularly driving too fast, which you should not do.
We have cars?
In the US, it's very common to see cop cars sitting on the side of the road, even on interstates, watching the traffic. They'll be on the shoulder, in the median, and often even hidden behind a curve or a bridge. And if they see someone who's speeding or driving suspiciously or committing some other type of traffic violation, they'll go after them and pull them over for a traffic stop. And if you actually did something wrong, they might give you a ticket right then and there, which can actually get pretty expensive. Speeding tickets, for example.
Yeah, in the UK, we kind of have that. Kind of like when you go on the motorways, there might be on the side road, but it's not many at all.
Are usually over $100 in the US and can go as high as several $100s. And I think most people, even outside of the US, have probably heard of cases where a traffic stop escalated and ended in a tragedy. That's not the norm, of course, but it does happen. Now, I've never actually been pulled over myself in the US, but I have been a passenger when other people were pulled over before. And I will say it's definitely intimidating. So I honestly really hope that I will never get pulled over and never have that experience. Because I think especially as a foreigner who's not a citizen, I'd get really nervous and probably forget all about the smart tips about how you're supposed to act during a traffic stop.
Well, yeah, I'm not surprised, right? No, listen. As someone not from America, I can see why a lot of people are like terrified of like the police and being pulled over and stuff. And that's because of the media and what you see on the media.
And just freeze. Now, traffic stops do exist in Germany, but it's not the main way of how speeding violations are tracked. And seeing a cop on the side of the road like that is not common at all. Especially on the interstate, aka the Autobahn. I'd probably think that the cop car...
Oh yeah, the Autobahn. That's the German road where you could just go whatever speed you want, right?
Down if I ever saw that in Germany. Instead, speeding is typically monitored with radar cameras that are set up temporarily in certain spots or sometimes even stay there permanently. We call them Blitzer colloquially.
Alright, that's more like UK then. That's more like UK, Germany. We have like people on the side with like speed cameras and stuff.
So flashers, because they take a picture of you when you're going over the speed limit with a bright flash, and then you'll usually have a letter in the mail a few weeks later with the fine, which used to be relatively low in Germany, but they actually raised them a few years ago. So now I think they go anywhere from 50 euros to several hundred. But when I was young, some speeding tickets were only like 15 euros. What are some other things that are totally common in the US, but don't really exist in Germany or in the country you live in? Let me know in the comments below.
That was an interesting video though. A lot of interesting things. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you thumbs up, subscribe for more content. I'm live every single day on twitch.tv/L3WG. If you guys want to check me out over there, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.